Okay, let's move on to top four before Jacob falls asleep on camera. Which, I mean, this conversation leads into anyway.
Yeah, perfectly leads into.
Yep.
Topic 4.
Yep, topic 4 is Andrew wants to talk about Produce 48. This is before it starts, but we have the intro title track song thing. And then we have like all the little introduction videos and stuff
which
to
I will
talk
be
about.
Yeah, which I will be playing in the background. So, as was announced in Mamo's December, in the stop in Japan that they were doing a special. The next season of Produce 101 would be Produce 48, where it's a collaboration between the AKB48 system of or network of J-pop groups and Mnet. So this is something I've actually been like this is like a dream of mine since way before like we even started this, like just because as a big fan of J-pop, like Perfume is one of my favorite groups, and getting into AKB, like this was the next logical step. I feel like it's genius. And the reason why they're doing this, I believe, is, I mean, I'm not as, for any AKB fans or any like NMB or whatever other group fans, I'm not as knowledgeable about like the inner workings, but from my understanding, AKB is kind of past their golden age, because for those K-pop fans that don't know, they have a graduation system where the name 48 comes from, well, at one point they had like 48 members, and how they do it is you'd have AKB 1, 2, and 7, like you'd have different teams that would perform every day. That's why the concept or the name Idol You Can Meet was sort of coined by them, so you can see them in their theater in Akihabara.
Yeah, they have a personal theater.
Yeah, they perform at every day. So most of the popular or like the golden age members of AKB have sort of graduated out of the system. And with the rise of the sister groups and the rise of the rival group, most notably Nogizaka 46, yeah, they're kind of losing traction. So I feel like they're doing this to sort of expand their fan base in a way, so Korea, or to sort of associate themselves with like the K-pop movement, which they know is very big internationally. And I think it's a good idea. And not only is it a good idea for just like the group in general, but it's a good idea for the members, because it's very hard to get onto a single for AKB48. How they do it is there's like a billion sister groups, and everyone, technically speaking, everyone is eligible for what they call the Senbatsu election. What Senbatsu is that's their voting system for how they determine who gets the lead single, who gets like the B-side tracks, that sort of thing. So literally how they do it is they have tickets in each of their what they consider like their singles, and you have to buy the single, and then that gives you one vote. So people will literally buy hundreds of albums just so that they can vote for like the one person they want to be the center, and that's why it's very competitive. So anyway, just getting back into, or reeling it back into how Produce 48 it will sort of incorporate that. The original concept was it was supposed to be 48 on each side, 48 Korean trainees and 48 AKB or other associated group members,
Japanese,
but I don't think Japanese members. I don't think it ended up being perfect.
No, I'm looking at the wiki page. It's 57 Korean members and 39 Japanese.
Oh yeah, because I feel like some of them left before the filming started, or before it officially started. So
yeah, I mean it is 96 trainees, but they didn't get enough Japanese members,
which is fine
to have a full 48.
Which is fine. I think they still got a good amount, and the rules are it's going to be a group that promotes for 2.5 years, and they are able to promote simultaneously with any other group or any other like CF or drama.
Yeah,
thing that they have.
Members of the group will be able to promote under their own agencies concurrently.
Yeah, which is huge because like with not spoiling getting into members. But
that's why Mix 9 failed horribly.
Yep, because you had to lock them into.
YG wanted to take them for too long.
Well, I mean, YG, he's a control freak. I mean, that's
well, the real problem was, well, one, they didn't get those contracts figured out beforehand, which they really should have, and two, YG wanted to change the initial idea and to have them longer. And so the companies were like, no, we're not doing that, and so they're just not gonna have a group, which is just the worst thing ever.
What did you guys think of the Pick Me though, the song?
So I agree with you guys. You guys said that. Oh, I don't know if Jacob did, but I know you and Cooper both said you think this is the best.
Yeah,
of the three.
Easily the best.
I agree. This is easily the best song of the three. I did
not know it was already out. Let me listen to it.
And like I think this is easily the best song of the three. I think my only problem was it doesn't have the hype, simple to follow choreo that season 1 had with Pick Me, and it doesn't have the earworm chorus and choreo that Naya Na had.
You're kidding me though? Like Nekoya is like literally the definition of earworm.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. It just didn't stay in my head, and I don't even like. I don't know. I don't even think it's gonna be as big in Korea as the other two were. But I think this is easily the most well-produced song of the three. Like, as an actual song.
Yeah, I see what Nate is saying. Like, because Korea likes very like really really like repetitive.
Yeah,
like things like pick me.
Well, I mean, they're
even
doing
like
Nekoya.
Yeah, they have the Nekoya, but
even like Red Velvet's like Rookie, for example, like rookie, my super rookie. Like they're just saying the same thing. Mm-hmm. Like they are like dum or TT, stuff like that,
or Naya Na.
Yeah, exactly.
But and it's not just the song or the lyrics, it's the combination of the simple to follow. Like the choreo doesn't have the kick that Pick Me's drop choreo did, with like how hype it is and then it drops and then the finger pointing dance, or the punching of Naya Na does.
I did like that they incorporated the old move.
I love that they put those two. They
have moves from Pick Me. They have moves from Naya Na. They freaking the Chojang, like freaking what's his name, Jihoon, sort of like it pays homage to the previous seasons, which is awesome. How they did it in the live performance was they sang the first verse in Korean, the second verse in Japanese.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool too.
They made two separate versions. I say the Japanese version sounds way better because it sounds like an AKB48 song. It sounds very authentic. Like this group vocal style of thing is just very much their shtick. So I think it's great that they did it. And again, I don't want to get too much into members, but the centers for the music video were Miyawaki Sakura, who is a member of HKT48, but has also been the center for AKB48 3 times. So that's how you know she's popular, where she's from a different group, but she still gets voted as the center, or she still gets voted highly in the Senbatsu elections that she's center for like a completely different group. So,
yep.
It specifically says, like, on her thing, she was center for AKB48 before she was center for HKT48. That's crazy. So yeah, I thought they were just gonna put people who were kind of struggling or kind of nobodies on the show, but I was shocked that they put somebody that's been a center before on the show. Like that's how, like, they're not messing around. Like they really want this to work, basically, if they're putting some of their best or their most popular members on this. And the other center, the Korean center, was Ikaun.
Yep.
Formerly of After School.
Not formerly.
RIP.
After School still exists.
They're basically
barely.
Dead. I know. They're basically gone.
Like, but her I'm playing like the trainee introduction videos, and my heart broke when I saw that, because it's she's basically the new West of this season, where it's just
definitely. Pledis is like making out like bandits on these shows. Like they know what to do, because they showed
somebody with a sob story.
They put Produce 101, they put literally almost every member of their new girl group on it, and was like, look at how good they are compared to most of these people. Because Produce 101, if you remember, like, it's weird because the quality of trainees in Produce 101 seemed to be better than in season 2. But like they were all from like unknown companies, and then Pledis comes out with like all these super tall model girls, like really doing really well choreo. They did an after school song really well in front of you, and Kahi was there as like the dance trainer. And yeah, so she was like, at the instant they walked in, Kahi was like, yeah, you could tell they're from Pledis because of how tall they are, how long their legs are. But then, yeah, Newest comes on, and they're just like, we got the sob story. Like, Newest has never done anything. They're so talented. Let's put them on season 2, and then they blow up. And now they're going to put Khan, they're going to be like, you guys forgot about after school, but, like, here's a really talented member. She's going to be way more popular than anyone else on this show.
She's almost a guaranteed lock at this point.
Exactly.
There's no way she doesn't make this group. And especially considering, they haven't said what the final, like, number is for the group. I've been looking for it everywhere, but I don't know. Okay. It's not going to be 48, I think, because that's just like, I think that's just like a naming convention at this point. But it might be like 20, maybe 30 people. So there's a really good chance. And the interesting thing is, how's the naming convention for this group going to work? Is it going to be like the name that's been being thrown around?
PD48.
No, it might be SOL48, which would be awesome. That's like the name that's been thrown around.
Shit out of luck 48.
No, Soul.
Yeah,
I know. SOL.
Yeah.
Shit out of luck 48. That'd be hilarious. But yeah, that's been the name that's thrown around since people were speculating. Oh, would they ever branch out to Korea? And also, would they be eligible for like Senbatsu? Imagine Lee Kaon being on an AKB48 single. How mind blowing would that be? Like that'd be a cool sort of like interaction. So quickly, I just want to run down the sort of like other parts of the show. Host is Lee Sung-gi, who I'm not familiar with at all, honestly.
Which is crazy.
Ex-boyfriend.
Lee Sung-gi is like one of the biggest Korean actors in the world.
Yeah, I know. He seemed pretty popular. So
I think this is bigger than Boa. To be honest, yeah, he's huge.
So then that might help the ratings for the show. Then probably.
Yeah, it's impossible to understate how big he is. The
trainers are Lee Hong-gi of FT Island and So-yu of Sistar are the vocal trainers.
Awesome. Both of them are. I'm so excited that they're on the show.
Yeah, that's like, very interesting to see.
Hong-gi is. I love his voice and. Like so you obviously my bias though.
Yeah, which means we should expect a lot of the vocal.
Yeah, and it's interesting too because FT Island they're super big in Japan, so he clearly has the ability to help vocal train the Japanese members as much as the Korean members.
Cheetah is returning as the rap trainer. Awesome,
great.
I love their work. Too bad Don Mills can't come back. I love the duo of them.
Yeah.
And the dance trainers are Bae Yoon-jung, Choi Young-jun, and Mei Jae Lee of 1 Million. That's crazy. The rise of 1 million over the past couple of years.
And Bae Yoon-jung's huge too. She was on the unit. She was the dance trainer for Unease season 2. Like she's been on a ton of variety shows as a dance teacher, and she's done a ton of choreo too.
All right, so I guess we can just sort of go over like they've started to leak or they've started to reveal some of the members. So which ones?
Oh yeah, Bae Yoon-jung made Up and Down.
Okay,
choreo.
For me,
whoa.
For me,
yeah.
For me, I already have one. I have like my eyes totally locked on.
Who?
Which the other one from Pledis, Ho Yoon-jin. She is really really cute.
Yeah, Ho Yoon-jin Pledis.
She's from the U.S. and I don't know if she is or not, but she seems like she might be half Korean, half white. I'm not sure though.
It's like I forget what the name was. The one that was on the Soompi or like the.
Oh no! Yeah, Alex Christine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a different one.
Yeah, she's the Soompi Rising Legends season 1
I have
and
no
2.
idea what you guys are talking about, but
there's an American on the show.
There is.
She won some Soompi has some award or show or something. I don't know. It says she was dance category winner of Soompi's Rising Legend season 1, grand prize winner of Soompi's Rising Legend season 2. So I assume it's some Soompi show.
Yeah, they tried to make their survival
show.
I don't know if it's her though, because she played ukulele for her.
Yeah, that's her.
Thing.
I'm playing the video like right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Then. Yeah. She's definitely my favorite so far.
Yep.
Nate.
I mean, we have Cheon from 16, who used to be under JYP. Obviously, she was on 16. Both of the individual trainees stood out to me, which apparently they're both from YG.
Yeah, so
former YG trainees. I didn't know that beforehand.
Their names are Park So-young, who went by Roya, and Jinny Park, who seems to be like everyone seems to know who she is apparently. So maybe she was supposed to be in Blackpink or something, and then she ended up leaving.
I bet she was supposed to at least be in Pink Punk.
She was supposed to be in one of them.
So she got nattied basically.
Well, I mean, wait, did we talk? I don't know if we talked about this, but in G Idol, Miyeon from G Idol is supposed to be in Blackpink.
Yo,
yeah, I don't know.
She got cut like way last minute because she was caught dating or something like that.
Yo, I'm about to punch YG. Oh well, I actually, I'm glad she escaped the dungeon because she
never would have put out any music.
She got into her first their first album.
She already has more songs than Blackpink.
Anyway, yeah, so. I feel like the actual YG trainees are going to they're probably going to make it in just because they have a lot of hype going behind them. Some other ones I have on my list are Jung Gyuri from Is 9. Like she's like literally from idol school to like from Is 9 and back into the fray once again, which means I'm pretty sure From Is going to be an 8-member group when we see them at KCON or for whenever they make their comeback again. So yeah, well. Let's see who else I had wrote down. Somebody named Shin Soo-hyun, who was on Mix 9 from Fave Entertainment. Shiroma Miru, who's from AKB48 and NMB48. Finished 12th in the last Senbatsu election. Matsui Jurina, SKE48 and AKB48, finished 3rd in the last Senbatsu election. And most importantly, she did the AKB Pro Wrestling show. So, like... Yeah, so they basically had like a whole pro wrestling, Japanese style pro wrestling show with AKB48 members and like all of the members basically, and because apparently she's a really big New Japan Pro Wrestling fan, and like she was like the host of Wrestle Kingdom, which is like their WrestleMania and everything. So so it's there's clips of like them of her like doing like actual like wrestling moves and everything. So that's pretty cool. I'm standing her like immediately. An interesting rumor that was floating around was that I think they're airing this in Japan as well, but the interesting rumor was that Koreans can only vote for Japanese trainees and Japanese can only vote for Korean
I remember
trainees.
hearing about that. I don't know.
I hope that is true
but...
because that'd be amazing. Because isn't it like that in Eurovision?
Yeah, how Eurovision works is you need to make friends with other countries that'll help vote for you. Because you can't vote for yourself. You have to vote for another country. So it's that'd be so interesting. But I don't know if the rumor is true. But I secretly hope it is because
I remember hearing that.
Because I think the one fear that I have with this show is that it might just be Korea versus Japan sort of thing. I don't want it to become like that sort of. I don't want it to become like that. But I feel like if they're accepting of like Momo and Mina and Sana and all of them, I feel like it's just. If they'll fall in love with somebody regardless of if they're Korean or Japanese, and I feel like the group would be best served if they have a balance of the two, because ideally they're going to be doing songs in both Korean and Japanese, so you can't have just Koreans doing the song, and this sort of leads into like one of like ideas I have maybe in terms of challenges is you get. The Koreans will have to cover or they'll have to perform an AKB48 song, and all the AKB48, HKT48, like all the other groups, they'll have to perform K-pop songs
twice.
In the native language. So that's the thing, because from what I've seen in the videos, not everyone knows both languages. Like some people either only know Korean, some people only know Japanese. So again, it's going to be very interesting to see them mix the two groups and see That's definitely going to be the challenge, is like being able to perform the song whether it's in Korean or Japanese.
Yeah. One last person I wanted to point out, the Cube trainee.
Yeah.
Immediately when you watch, she's like dressed up like a Kawanashi from Spirited Away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some of them are so funny.
Yeah, I haven't watched them yet, so I'll have to check them out for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like again, you could. There are 96 trainees, so you could go deep head first into this, and all these videos I'm pulling are from Yub Sale. So all the resources. Yeah, all the resources. Like all the resources I'm pulling from are from the Produce 48 subreddit. I'll try to be as active as I can in that if you want to sort of help follow the group or see whenever the episodes go live. But yeah, I'm totally ready to go balls deep again into the group, and I feel like it could have been easy for them to just do another Produce 101 season with girls, but this is way more interesting, I feel like, and I'm definitely going to be following. It
would be too hard to capture the magic of season 1 anyway.
Yeah, same thing with if they were trying to do a boy season again. It'll be hard to capture the magic of 101 again. So yeah, it'll be a different group, which is good.
Yeah,
but again,
yeah, exactly. They can't. They're not going to be able to make another IOI or 101. Like they need to do something different.
Yeah, and I feel like it's a great thing for both sides, for both like the Korean music industry and the AKB party groups. My only concern is though, a lot of these. All of the Japanese trainees, they basically perform like on a daily basis, or like they perform weekly. They know how to do like live stages and everything. How are the trainees like from Korea gonna stack up to them where all their only experience is just performing in front of them? Yeah, they're only performing in front of a mirror or maybe like busking or whatever. So it'll be interesting. There might be a experience
stamina.
And there might be an experience gap between the Korean and Japanese trainees, but the familiarity with the language, I feel like, might be what gives the Korean. I'd say the talent threshold might be a bit higher when it comes to the Korean trainees, because, like, you're not necessarily like this is no offense to any like AKB fans, but I feel like the vocal threshold, like the quality of vocals, is much lower on AKB. Because it's all group vocals.
There's so many members, it's all group vocals.
Yeah, that's why you rarely if you're a member of any of these groups and they give you a solo, that means you're really good. Like Yamamoto Sayaka, like she has like 2 like full like rock albums, that sort of thing, on top of being like the center a bunch of times. So yeah, again, like closing thoughts on what your expectations for this are.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, we actually, with Rob and Unpretty, had a conversation on Twitter last week about how it's just nothing has captured the emotional attachment of season 1. Like even season 2, for me at least, and for them as well, they agreed. So it'll be interesting to see if this can achieve that. I think the unit was a better version of Produce 1 in terms of how it was run. But yeah, just I don't know, the attachment to all the top 20 of season 1 of Produce 101 was like unmatched for a lot of us. So it'll be interesting to see if this can match it. I do want to say I looked up. I'm an idiot. Like Baeyoon Jung was the dance trainer in season 1 as well. But you'll blow up when you hear her song credits. So she did Abracadabra. She did Mister. And Mamma Mia from Kara. She did Up and Down and Ah Yeah from EXID. She did Bo Peep and Lovey Dovey from Tiara, and she did Expectation and Something from Girls' Day.
Yo, can we get?
She's like,
are we gonna get a
sexy
J-pop
sexy? Group? Yeah, she's like the sexy dance choreographer of Korea.
Because that's probably like my one gripe is that they're the most recent AKB48 single, Teacher Teacher, is probably the most sexy I've seen them in a while. And even then, it's like, it's still pretty like tame. But to see like a K-pop sexy level J-pop group would just blow my mind. That's my dream. That's been my dream since I started listening to this music. Jacob, thoughts?
What? Thoughts on Produce 48? I'm excited. I think I'm actually gonna try and watch it all the way through. Yeah, because like on Produce 101 season 2, I found it hard to keep up just because everything was so long. But I don't know. I mean, it's the summer. I can watch after work and stuff like that, and on the weekend, so it'll be fine. Yeah, it's only like one episode a week, right?
Yeah, usually. And I mean, it's just the first few episodes are definitely going to be rough because they're going to be like 3 hours long. But after that, it should be fine, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's everything, and we're definitely gonna be doing maybe let's try to do it like quarterly, like every elimination basically. Let's try to do a video on it. I mean, It'll be hard, but I feel like we did very well.
I'll be able to I'll keep up with it for sure.
Yeah, we're definitely more invested this season, but yeah, we definitely want to keep up on it. Cause
I am for sure.
Oh yeah, because Nate doesn't care about boy groups, but I mean, as much as 101 are my boys,
not at all.
I might end up loving this group more if it turns out well. So that's it. Any thoughts on Produce 48? Please leave them in the comments. Especially like I need education on the AKB 48 groups. If you have any suggestions on what direction you think they'll go in, definitely leave it in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
We're half an hour past Jacob's bedtime.
Yep.
Let's go.
I'm gonna die tomorrow morning.
It'll be fine. Just drink some coffee.
Well, I don't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee either, so I'm yeah.
Oh well. Anyways, thank you and good night.
Sakura fighting.
Throbbingly yes! Sakura fighting.
Yes, stand all the AKB members.
Annyeong.
Bye.
I want to be like super into them, but I like.
Yeah.
I just can't. I guess it's just not my thing.
You don't love Lee's them. You like Lee's them.
Yeah, they're like Lee's.
You're banned.
I'll be here all day.
You're off the show.
I'll be here all day, folks. Please.
Isn't there somebody whose name is like Lee? I don't remember. I think there is.
Lee.